Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. I'm hopping on here a little early this evening just so we can get some things talked about. I'm going to share this real quick on Facebook if it'll let me this evening. Hi, Gemma. All right. Cool beans. There we go. All shared up. Hey there, Jim. How you doing, buddy? Hey there, Don. Hopefully you got your package. Hey, Nate. What's happening, dude? Hello from Grand Rapids. Very cool. Nice area down there, man. You got some good fishing nearby. Hey there, Rodney. How you doing, man? I apologize about the parrot. I don't know why he's deciding to be a jerk tonight. He has his moments. I do want to make mention, though, uh, up there in the top, you can see I finally got my awesome bluegill back. That's the bluegill I caught last winter in one of my videos that was just shy of 11 inches. Oh, cool. That's good, Don. I'm glad. Oh, that's good, Jen. Did you try any, Jen? Hey there, woodswoman. How you doing? Yeah, I wanted to talk about some different things tonight. I got a few different things to talk about, as well as some auctions that are going to be coming up. Going to have some pretty interesting ones coming in the future here. Probably next weekend, I'm going to have a very neat auction. So, and one thing while I'm on here, I want to show you now. I now have an auction mallet. So, yeah, thanks to Robert Emmerich, he brought me this the other day. So now I can do the legit. Oh, come on, Jen. Yeah, I took Jen and Mark and Buck out today doing some mushrooming, and yesterday I took Robert Emmerich, and we went out and picked just tons of mushrooms. There's a lot of different mushrooms up right now, but it got kind of miserable because if any of you are dealing with, hey Rick, how you doing, brother? Rick and I are going to be getting together tomorrow. The van is not totally fixed yet. It's got to get. I had one thing fixed Monday, and then tomorrow I had to reschedule for another thing. So tomorrow I'm having something else fixed, and hopefully after that it'll be tip top so I can start fishing. I want to just put things away and start fishing hard. So yeah, I got some things to talk about with that too, as well as I got a new boat. Actually, I've had this boat now for a bit, but it was Rich's boat. He had it sitting in the yard, and the other day I asked him about it, and he wanted to give it to me. So yeah, I now have a smoker craft, and I'll probably be selling my original 14-foot that's been in a lot of my videos, and I'll just start using the smoker craft. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I'll have to try and get a little bigger motor for that one, and I'll keep my smaller 14 to use for trapping and that. But that should be really fun. Hey there, Rob. Hey, Robin, how you doing, sis? Oh, thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys haven't already hit that thumbs up, I appreciate that. And I do want to tell you now too. It seems how there's 27 of you already on. That's pretty awesome for 3 minutes into live. I want to tell you guys this year I'm going all out with the drunken dizzies. Now, last year, not many of them sold, and I know the reason behind this was because I didn't push them. I wasn't showing in the videos that I was catching fish with these. So a lot of people don't even realize that these things actually work. They just think, hey, it's a bottle cap lure. It's just something funny. No, those things, they kill. And you can see on the wall behind me there, I've got a bunch. I've got a bunch down there on that wall. And right now I am up to 45 different brands of these caps on the wall. By the end of the season, I just ordered a bunch of stock. I'll have over 100 different bottle caps that'll be hanging on that wall. So there's going to be tons of different colors, tons of different styles. You're going to want to try them. And I'm going to put time into it this year. I've already talked with Freedom Baits, and they're fine with it. I'm going to be splitting my time like I am right now, using a panty pounder one day, Freedom Baits the next. Well, this winter I'll be using Freedom Baits and Widowmaker one day, and then I'll be using my Drunken Dizzies the next. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be using a lot of that stuff, guys. Hey there, Rob. How you doing, buddy? Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man, and it's a beautiful boat. It needs some work. Rick said he's up for working on it though, so that'd be nice. Get that thing all fixed up, and yeah, it should be really good. So nope, no red dog yet. Not that I found anyway. I was going through a box of caps the other day, and I've got a whole lot of different stuff. So that's true, Rick. Yeah, now I can be like, shut up. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad you got the decals and that you guys like them. Ugh, 90s, yucky. Yeah, it's hot up here too. I'm sure it's in the 90s today. It's gross. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We went and walked. I'm sure we walked 3 miles today, and it was. I mean, it was fun and it was great, but god dang, by the end of it all, it's pretty killer. Pretty killer. Oh, I will, Don. I will, and I very well could, because you guys have no idea how many caps I've got in this house. Like this bin right here, this is a small bin, and I bet I've got probably 30 of them full, and then I've got really big bins full of like the name brands. I try to separate them. I've got thousands of Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller, like you name it. But I've also got a whole bin up there of vintage caps, like the really old Pepsi caps that still have they've got the oh god, what was it? Cork inside the cap, which is really cool. So I'm not sure yet if I want to bend them up. I mean, they're pretty rusted too, most of them, but they are so cool. They're just vintage Pepsi. So hey there, Kurt. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm sick of this heat. Hey there, Shane. How's Brooklyn? Oh yeah, Higgins Lake with his kid, and they're killer, And like I said, I've got right now I'm at 45 different brands of these caps on the wall, and the 45 right now that I have, that's what's on my website. So if you go to the website now, there's 45 brands of cap on that website. So they're pretty awesome. They all got rattles in them, so I make sure every one of them rattles really good. And everyone's different in its own way. I might pinch a little more, so each one's a little different. Seems how they're all custom because they're all made by me, but that's good. Yeah, the heat sucks, man. I'm so done with this. It makes it miserable to go out and do anything. Hey there, Mike. What's happening, brother? Another thing I want to talk about too, while we're on the subject of my LT Outdoors lures, this was something people were asking for last year, and I think these are going to sell. The price point had to go up because it was a lot more expensive to make these. But the gator grabbers this year, guys, I've gone to steel. I'm actually tying up steel leaders for the gator grabbers. Now, these are going to be, they're still nice. What's good about this steel is it's plastic coated, so it's still really pliable. So the minnow is going to be able to swim around and get that blade flickering. At the same time, this steel that I'm buying, it's stuff that they use for sharks. Like this is some really really good stuff. So it is not going to break, especially any fish in the state of Michigan or in the U.S. in general. You can catch anything on this. So this is going to be a new thing. The price for these, though, instead of $3 like the monofilament one, these ones are $5 because you would be blown away if you seen how much I have to pay for a little dinky spool of tieable steel leader. This stuff is crazy expensive. One spool, I can only tie 16 lures. So, yeah, but that's going to be a big thing this year. Going to be a big thing. Oh, dude, you got lucky with that. That's cool, Mike. Yeah, you're real lucky this time of year because usually by now the mice and the porcupines and everything eats them away. So, oh yeah, the perch and crappie, the drunken dizzies, they're epic on perch. If you've got a perch place, you drop those down and they're the best jigging spoon for that. Oh yeah, we can go. This year is going to be good, Shane. It's picking up now. This week, everything is starting to pop, but they're just starting. Like today when we went out, you probably seen the video. I got yesterday was the first day that I picked any hedgehog mushrooms. Last year I didn't get any hedgehogs. Yesterday I got one. Today I got two, and there was some more little ones coming up. So they are just starting. There's a lot of mushrooms that haven't even started yet. Like the lion's mane should be up in the next week or two. There's just a whole lot of stuff going on right now, and it's cool to see all the small, even the little chanterelles that are up right now. A lot of them were so small, we didn't pick very many of like the cinnabars. But you give it a week or two, especially if you get one rain in the next couple weeks, it's going to be wild. So Hey Don, how you doing, buddy? How's the kids? The seal, I don't actually. I don't mess with it at all. The seal usually is not even in these things though, but also I'm using BBs and they clink together as it is. So, but yeah, most of the time the seals aren't even in these bottle caps. I don't think I have any here to show you, but uh, yeah, you can see I've been banding them all up. Like these are all Leinenkugels, different colors of the Leinenkugels, but um, yeah, I've some of them there's not going to be as many as others like the banquet, and I've got them. If you go to my website you'll see that I'm starting to list everything too in volume, so you'll be able to see, okay, he's got 4 of this kind, he's got 10 of this kind. That way you can really tell what I have, because recently I had somebody order a couple things that I only had a few of and they wanted like 10 of, so it made it so now I have to start counting everything and going through. But like I said, you're going to want to, if you didn't see earlier, for those some of you that are just getting on, I now make steel leader gator grabbers. These are going to be excellent for tip up fishing this year. It's a really large circle hook, and it's perfect for the sucker minnows or even a bluegill. You can put a bluegill on this or anything really, and these are excellent for pike. And even this time of year, I should probably do a video with these because I guarantee if I went out trolling with this on lakes like Venetton Lake or any lake that's got big pike in it. If I went out and trolled with this with a minnow on that hook, I'd probably slay the giants. I think these things would kill as a trolling pike lure. So yeah, but I'm starting to do them like that, guys. I've got 70 of them tied up right now. I'm gonna try and have at least 500 by ice season. So well, that's good, Mike. That's real good. They are on the website, Don. Yep, Gemma. I put them. I put them on the website last night. As of right now, it's only the only one on there right now is the chrome. As you can see here, I also have it's orange to me, but they say red. But these are also steel. I'm going to have red steel, chrome steel, and chartreuse. And this probably a whole bunch of tomorrow I'll have a whole bunch of the new blades coming. So the orange and chartreuse, those will be listed this week. They'll probably be on the website. I don't know, probably Wednesday. Um, so I gotta take the time to tie them up. But no, I haven't done that, Kurt. I haven't done that. No, I see that they put that up every year, and I've thought about doing it, but no, I've always got so much stuff going on. I've never hunted down the pine cones. No, I did learn though. I kept telling people that the Indian pipe was protected because years ago, when I looked it up, it said it was. Now it only shows that it's a rare species in Michigan. It doesn't show that it's protected. So I don't know if they took it off the list. Maybe now I can try to make a tincture with it. I don't know. One thing that's cool about the Indian pipes is if you pick one and smell it, it's the closest thing you'll ever smell to peanut butter. It's pretty dang cool. Now, I want to show you guys something here. If you read my description tonight for the live, it did mention Nicole Stone, which I've talked about before. She is one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. She's a female fisherman out of Minnesota, and she just kills it. My favorite thing about her is she's got a whole bunch of girlfriends that she'll go out fishing with, and they just destroy it. They can outfish most men that I know. Well, Nicole Stone has her own website, which I put the link on the description tonight for Nicole's website. If you go there, she's got her own tackle box line. She's got a bunch of cool stuff on there. She's got her about me's and just a lot of neat things on her website. Well, she sent me some of her tackle boxes the other day, which I thought was just really awesome because I've been a huge fan of her for a long time. So anytime I can talk with her is just epic. But this is her jig box, which it's basically the same style as a lot of these jig boxes that you see me use, like the one from Widowmaker Jigs. But I do like there's something about this shape. There's just something. It's not square. It's not the normal rectangle. It's just this really cool shape that she has. But this is her stone tackle. This is one of her line here. So that's her jig box. Again, two-sided, like you see on all these other jig boxes. So this is basically her ice jig box or any small jigs that you want to put in there. She's also got, this is really unique. This is something that I haven't seen anybody else really do, but this box right here is made for jigging wraps. I always thought, man, they need to make a box for jigging wraps or just jigging, ice jigging lures in general, like jigging spoons and that. And that's what this box is made for, so that you can keep all your jigging wraps in line. And it's just great. And again, two-sided, so you can put a lot of jigging wraps in this thing. Really awesome. I'm super excited that she sent me this, because I've always wanted, my jigging wraps are always just kind of thrown all over, and between those and the Northland, like the pin minnow and all that stuff, the puppet, and they're always just thrown around. So now I can keep them where I want them, and like I said, really cool. Her stuff is definitely great. Um, Pike population in Fletcher's. There's a lot of pike in there. It's weird because this year I haven't caught a pike out of there. Normally, there's just tons of them. I would, if I were you, I'd recommend going out there towards the stump grounds. Which, if you're at the launch and you look at the state launch itself and you look across the pond, you'll see there's tons of stumps over there. That's where I would go, because that's when I have done good on the pike and bass on Fletcher's. That's where I've gone, and the bass, oh my god, over there. Giant bass on that stump field. It's a lot of fun. Oh, thanks, Don. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, any of you guys, if you use the Widowmaker discount code, you're helping me out a ton. So I really appreciate that. If you guys go and make your orders this season, and hop on to widowmaker.com there, make sure you use that capital L, capital T, capital O, LT Outdoors code, and get that 10% discount, because it helps me out immensely. And yeah, I definitely appreciate that. And of course, it's nice to get 10% off too. So, all right. Thanks, Shane. I appreciate it, man. Tell Brooklyn I said hey. All right. Last but not least, guys, is the large jig box that Nicole sent me. Now, this thing is ridiculous. Again, two-sided, but look at how many. I mean, I haven't counted yet, but this thing will hold a lot of jigs. Okay. It's, yeah, pretty crazy. So, this is going to be a cool jig box. And what's great about all these boxes too that I didn't mention before is they're waterproof. They've got waterproof seals around them, and probably like the Widowmaker one. I didn't ask her yet, but I bet these float, because the Widowmaker one I know you could throw out in the lake and it's going to float, and I bet you these do too. It's something to do with the foam that's inside and everything keeps them floating. So, but look at, I mean, every one of those spots is a place that you can put a jig. So, and it's both sides, so you could put literally hundreds of jigs in these. So it's really nice. This is going to be, I'll probably use this one this season more than anything. I'm trying to decide if I want to rig this one up for maybe my open water box for panfish, and then maybe make this one my ice box. I don't know yet. That's fun thing about tackle boxes, though. It's always something that we can do with our tackle, and it's kind of a me time type thing. We could take our time and just kind of sort our stuff out, and makes it a lot of fun. Especially going through the ice bucket. This is the time of year that you should really get it done, because if you're like me, you usually wait till the last minute, maybe a week before ice, and you start going through. And there's no better time than now to clean out those ice buckets, especially if there's possibility of some rotten wax worms in there. You got to get them out. That's one good thing is about switching to plastics too, is you get rid of that worry about having some rotten bait in your bucket. So there's always that too. But yeah, get into the ice buckets, start cleaning them out for the season, because it's coming up fast, guys. As long as we have a normal ice season, which I'm praying we do, it's going to be a good one. And normally for Michigan, it's usually I start ice fishing around December, mid-December, late December. So that's what I'm really hoping this year, is we get on early ice, because I haven't had a good early fish bite in several years, and that's the best time. So thanks, woodswoman. Okay. Well, there's yeah, you got to watch the stumps. You're definitely going to hit some, but yeah, the hammer handles, but there are a lot of big pike in there too. I've caught a lot over 30, a lot of them. Another lake though that's, well, right, it around your way, is Winya. Winya's got some really nice pike. Hey Denise, how you doing? Oh, hey, John. Yeah, that's never fun, man. That can be a pain in the butt. I was telling Rick the one day I tried taking out one time. Somebody told me to put a garbage bag over him on a cold day, and that didn't go as planned. That didn't work out so good. I did get it in the bag, and I managed to run away with it in the bag, but there was a lot of them that didn't get in the bag. That was the worst I ever got stung, so that was pretty rough. Oh, there you go. Heck yeah, Mike. Hey there, John. Yeah, I'm hoping this year. I've been keeping my eyes out. I'm gonna try and find a deal because I would really like to get a sled for this season. You guys know I walk on the ice everywhere. I'm always out walking. So if I could get out and actually get something to take me out and get me further, it sure would be a lot nicer. And that would get me. I'd be able to get on Saginaw Bay too if the ice gets good out there. So thanks, Rick. Yeah, they are. They're really cool. This one's probably my favorite because, like I said, it's something that wasn't really on the market. A box specifically for your jigging wraps. I mean, that's just excellent. When she texted me and asked if I use jigging lures through the ice, I was like, heck yeah. And she says, all right, I'll send that to you. So, yeah, pretty epic. But make sure, I posted her link on the description tonight. So make sure you check that out. I believe it's just NicoleStoneOutdoors.com, but it's in the link. Check it out. She's got a really cool website. She's good with all that stuff. Better than me. I've been working on it, but she's got it down pat. So make sure you check that stuff out because she does have some really cool stuff. If you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. I see I got 50 people watching right now and only 16 thumbs up. So thanks for all that. But yeah, there's something too. If you haven't already, guys, now that I got a bunch of new guys on here tonight, that right there is my newest mount up there. I got my bluegill back from Matt Shimming, Mountable Memories Taxidermy there in Ohio. That's my beautiful, almost 11-inch bluegill that I caught last winter through the ice. You cannot get your hands around that thing. It is a monster. So I'm so pumped to have that. My studio wall is turning out to be way cooler than I ever imagined. I'm way excited about it. I'm hoping this year to be able to get at least my goal is to get at least a pumpkin seed or a crappie. One of those two to put on the wall will be epic. I'm pretty positive I can get a giant pumpkin seed, so that's going to be cool. But I'm going to start trying to get like one nice panfish a year to add to this wall and just keep it going. So, yep. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, they're pretty awesome, man. Thank you, John. Thank you. I appreciate you guys hitting that thumbs up. Now, another thing I want to talk about tonight, like I said, I'm not doing an auction tonight. I try to flip flop it every other weekend. Only reason I did them last weekend is because I had all that extra stuff that was donated from Robert, so I wanted to get that out. But next weekend, I wasn't gonna. I recently had Amy, which is Robert's girlfriend. She made me two beautiful quilts. I think I'm going to auction off one of the quilts that she made me. One of them I'm keeping. It's going to be hard for me to choose because they're both so beautiful. But she made two really cool outdoorsy quilts. They've got camouflage kind of on the back side of them, and the front side's all different squares, which have ducks and deer and you name it. It's just really outdoorsy. If you have an outdoor cabin or any kind of outdoor decor in your house, these things would look amazing. So yeah, I think I'll auction off one of those beautiful quilts next weekend. So that's going to be something great. Also next weekend, guys, I'm going to have a mounted. It's going to be a taxidermied raccoon that is getting given to me. Kind of. It's going to be auctioned off, and I have to split the price with the guy that made it, but it's going to be a raccoon holding up a sign that says LT Outdoors on it. So it's pretty neat. But that's going to be coming to this for this next weekend. It should be a lot of fun. Yeah, big crappie'd be cool, but I'm going to be picky about it because these fish, it's hard to tell in the video. They don't do justice because, like I said, the bluegill's almost 11. From here, at least for me, it looks like a little 7-incher up there, but it's a giant bluegill. The perch, that was almost 15, and that bass was over 21. It was like 21 and a half, almost 22. So they're big fish. Now, if I get a crappie, I want it to be a minimum of 15. I'd like to get a 16 up there because that would be cool. 13's actually easy for me, Brandon. I caught a lot of 13s last year, a lot of them that were almost like an eighth of an inch shy of 14. So that to me, that's a heck of a fish, but I need I need a trophy. So it's got to be for that wall. It's got to be 15 or 16 to get up there. The van is not. It's the part that I was hoping to get fixed last week. That is kind of fixed. What sucks is we figured out what it was at the shop. They don't make the part anymore, so he showed me how to kind of halfway fix it for now. We're gonna Rick's gonna help me kind of fix it up so that it's in better shape than it is, because the way it is right now, it could still possibly mess up. It's definitely not. It's just a part-time fix at the moment. But while they were working on that, they realized that the driver's side wheel bearings were going out. So that I had to reschedule because they had to get a part. So that's scheduled for tomorrow. So tomorrow, again, Rick's gonna go up there, pick me up at the shop. We're probably gonna go protecting, and while we're out doing that, hopefully they can fix it up while I'm gone. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow when they get the bearings done, that'll just be everything. It'll be totally fixed because that would be great. Oh, they yeah, definitely. Really nice. Side by Gemma, yeah. She could do it. The little turd, by the way, is sleeping under my foot right now. Yeah, 17s, those are good ones. I got a 16 years ago, and I wish I would have got it mounted. Hey, Wes, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I want to make mention again, guys. Matt Shimming was the one that mounted that bluegill for me. It's gorgeous. I'm sure the video's not even doing it justice because, at least for me, it doesn't look the greatest through the video, but it is absolutely beautiful. And he made it perfect so that I'm thinking about hanging one of my Widowmaker lures with the frogman down there because that's what I caught it on, and putting it in its mouth. I'm still really thinking about doing that. But next year, like I said, I'm going to keep adding onto the wall. Hopefully get new mounts all the time. I'd like to have a couple animal mounts eventually, maybe something neat like a mink or something crazy. But Rick is a great guy. He's helped me out, and I'm not gonna get all depressive or anything. But after losing my dad, it's kind of nice because Rick and Denise, they've sometimes they joke about me being their step kid and stuff, and I do kind of feel like he's a bit like my dad. So it's filling a big void. They have no idea how much they truly help me. So I do appreciate them. The bluegill up there is almost 11. It was like not even a quarter inch away from 11, between a quarter and an eighth. The part that was causing the problem, John, was the air cleaner um, vacuum line, like a tube, and they don't even make it anymore. I went to the GM website. They quit making it probably because of the issues that it's having. So the mounts are actually very affordable, Nathan. The cool thing, my buddy Matt Shimming that does these, and he comes to Michigan quite a bit too. So that if let's say you wanted to you could send one to him in the mail or something, or he could come by and pick it up on his way up or down. But it's really cool. He only charges $12 an inch for panfish, at least. So you figure, you could get yourself a 12-inch panfish or something, and it's not much at all. A 10-inch gill is only going to cost you $120. So to me, it's super affordable for a mount. In my opinion, growing up, I always thought mounts were hundreds. I didn't think it was something I could ever get. And he does such a great job. If you go to his website, he has some really great things. So yeah, I recommend him big time. Aw, thank you, Rick. Yeah, they just about everything will hit the J plug. Hey there, Aiden. How you doing, buddy? Awesome, dude. Thank you. It makes me so happy when you guys get out and are able to use my mushroom videos and stuff to help. And what's great, I try to only show mushrooms that there's really no crazy dangerous lookalikes. So it's hard to go wrong. Like even with the chanterelle, if you were to pick the wrong one, which I show in the videos, the wrong one, and you can even research it yourself. It's easy to figure those out. But the wrong ones, they only give you stomach problems. Like it's kind of like eating some bad food for the night. So That's all it'll do. But other than that, I mean, I pick the mushrooms I pick. It's hard to find a bad lookalike, so it makes it nice. Yeah, that's a good one, Woodswoman, for sure. Yep. And 10 and a half, that's you get a 10 and a half, get it mounted through Matt, and it's not very much money. 120, probably 130 bucks or something, or 125. And he does a good job. You see it come on that nice wood and oh, nice, Don. That's real nice. I always thought about doing a stringer mount because I do like the looks of them. I think if I were to do one though, I would have it with because eventually, Rick knows this, but I want to have one of every species of panfish at least. Like I'd love to have a big rock bass up there, big crappie, big sunfish, um, you name it, just all of those up there. But eventually, I would like to have, if I had a stringer, I would like to have it the same way, with one bluegill, one crappie, one. I'd like to just have it be a beautiful mixed bag stringer mount. Would be really cool. Heck yeah, Nathan. That's great, man. Thank you, Woodswoman. Thank you. Yeah, the fish, actually, all three of those fish were done by different people, though. The bluegill was the first fish mount that I've had done by Matt. He also did my beautiful gadwall mount right there, though. And the mounts that I had up there last year, I'm going to try and flip flop things every season, guys. So when waterfall season kicks in, which is coming up soon, this wall's probably going to change. I'll bring out my duck mounts, and those are going to be up. So things will be a little different. But yeah, I had a girl last year did the bass for me, and a guy did the pike or the perch for me recently. So, um, but I'm addicted, man. It's something else. Getting the fish mounts is kind of like it's kind of like tattoos, in my opinion. Definitely would be Don. Definitely. Um, there's not a website, Nate. He's on Facebook. You can go to Mountable Memories on Facebook, and you'll see his page. And I think his my favorite mounts that he does are his canine mounts. Let's say I trap a beautiful fox or a coyote. He does these crazy mounts where it's mostly just the fur that he'll do, but he wraps. He could have the head mount, and then the fur wraps around like a stump with the tail and everything. So it's basically a head mount with the fur going around it. Really cool. I've never seen anything like it in my life. So I love just going through his photos and looking at his different mounts because he really has a cool style of how he does things. And he puts a lot of love into it, you can tell. And what's neat is, like on that bluegill, he put a special resin on it so that the tail itself is kind of flexible and the fins are, so they're not going to break. I like that too. I know, Rodney. It's coming up way too fast, if you ask me, man. I feel like I don't have any time to even get ready. So yeah, early goose, early teal, snipe, all that stuff is coming up really fast. Yeah, it's pretty great, but um yeah, the geese, I've been keeping an eye on it. This time of year, if you're a goose hunter, it's the time to get out and look for where the geese are landing in the fields. It really doesn't matter too much though, because every week they're basically going to choose a different spot in the field or maybe even a different field. So it's really the week before the season that you really got to get the scouting in, but it's coming up fast. I'm excited for the snipe though. I'm gonna tell you right now, they are my favorite to hunt. They are a blast. I hope it does cool off because I hate this weather, man, with a passion. I haven't yet, John. I haven't. I need to get out and do that. It's something I've been talking about doing because I was going to try and do it in the kayak, but I think that's probably a stupid idea. I thought it'd be kind of crazy and fun, but I think it would be pretty horrendous, actually. So I think I'm going to do some snapper fishing. I've got a little 8-foot flat bottom boat that I think would be a better idea for that. And YouTube would not like the snapper fishing because the way that you gotta, put the snapper down, you obviously can't shoot them. It's illegal to even shoot a snapping turtle if you didn't already know that. but the way you got to put them down and stuff is not very delightful. So I wouldn't be able to show it. Yeah, it was really hot, Mark. Yep, really hot. I was out mushroom hunting today. I took Mark and Jen and Buck out today and yesterday, Robert Emmerich. But if you guys, I don't know how many of you watch the mushroom episodes, but this is the time of year to start getting out. Between here and into September, early October, this is the best time. Everything is coming up right now. I mean, everything. So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good edibles. You could easily fill your freezer or dehydrate them out and just have a whole bunch ready for soups and stuff in the wintertime. So yes, yes, it would, Brandon. Some people though, I have seen videos where people will like keep them in their bathtub for at least 24 hours and kind of purge them. But when I was a kid, my dad always did it this way where he would take a pair of pliers, he'd get them to bite them, pull it when they pull the neck out, he just chop the head off. So it's kind of a messy deal. Another crazy thing though about it with the turtles is you have to measure them. I don't know how many people knew this, but there is a measurement. It's kind of like fishing. They have to be a certain size. Can't keep any snapping turtle. And although turtles look huge, they are big. They are bigger around than they are lengthwise. Even a giant turtle might be wash barrel around, but it's length that really counts. And from head to tail part of the shell, you have to measure the shell. I believe it's 13 inches, might even be 14, but that's what you have to measure. And so that's fun as it is. You got to try and measure a snapping turtle shell. Most people won't touch a snapper, let alone try to put a measuring tape on them. So, yep, loppers. Dad used a hatchet most of the time. So, or yep, machete. Yeah, it's definitely. I love turtles. They're great. I like playing with them and stuff, but I also love to eat them. So, I got nothing against taking them out. So, oh yeah, lots of blackberries. I haven't gotten into any blackberries yet, but the raspberries right now are just crazy. They're crazy. We were the other day when me and Rick were out digging, I couldn't keep myself away from them. I'm sitting there every few seconds and just eating away. So in cages in the yard, just keeping them there. That's funny. That's something I have wanting to get though. Is that they do sell snapping turtle traps, which they're kind of cool. They're a live trap, and basically there is a lot of laws for those. They have to be so far out of the water that way the turtles can breathe. Because the main reason behind this is you're going to get accidentals. You're going to get turtles that are too small. You could get blandings, which are extremely protected. Any of that stuff. So the turtles are alive when you get there and you're still able to measure them out. But still, I really want to get a turtle trap, but they're so expensive. So expensive. Like, I've looked into them. Oh, thanks, Sunfish. I appreciate that. I always like the stickers. Super stickers. Thank you so much. Yeah, population control. Yep. Oh, yeah, it's been a good year for growth. Like you guys are talking about berries. We were talking about it today. The acorns this year. Acorns are great. The apples, oh my God, everything this year is just packed. So it's a great year. The deer are going to love it. They're going to do well this year. Turtle is epic, Mark. You really got to try it, man. There's I think it's 7 different flavors of meat inside of the turtle. Like there's a bunch of different cuts in there. It's really cool. And yeah, I need to do a video on it. I really do because it's interesting. Oh, see, Sunfish jumped in with it too. Yeah, I thought I was right on that. Yep, 7 different meats. Yep. Thanks, Sunfish. Appreciate you. Oh, geez, that's funny. Saved him and cooked him for a grad party. That's great. Yeah, yeah, they would think it was pulled pork. It really does. There's sections in there that taste like pork. There's some that are a little darker, almost have the beef taste. I mean, snapping turtle in general is just amazing. And there's even portions of it. If you've ever had alligator, to me, there's a section of it that tastes just like gator. So, yeah, just like pork, woodswoman, but there's different parts of it. I mean, it's 7 different stuff in there, and it all tastes a little different. My dad always used to deep fry it, but turtle soup is really good too. Yeah, turtle is. Yeah, turtle's delicious. Our family's been cooking turtle for centuries. Yeah, I've looked into it before, Rodney. The only thing is, though, they've got so many rules. I think it would be easier to buy one just because they have to be just there's so many guidelines to how the trap has to be made, the shape, the bend, like the height, the whole nine. It would have to be just right for the state of Michigan. And I'm not that good. I'm gonna tell you right now, I might be talented in the fishing world, but comes to making things, I'm not that good at it. Oh, it's delicious, woodswoman. It really is. Yep. There was snapping turtle bisque at that wild game dinner I went to this, a few months back, and it was so good. So good. I've thought about it myself because I have a lot of old animal cages and old live traps and stuff, but yeah, um, snapping turtle stew. I haven't had it as a stew, but I had it one time like a clam chowder. It was really, really good that way. I'd like to do that myself. Yeah, cleaning them's a whole different ball game. They got a whole their smell is pretty bad when you open them up. Mountain lion. Now, this is probably going to get a little gross for some people, but cat in general is supposed to be really good. I have a friend that goes out and he hunts lions over usually Montana and stuff, but he said even bobcat is delicious. So I don't know. I'll try it one day. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for checking that out too, Johnny. I should have mentioned price, but yeah, there's all three of these guys. You get them as a kit. It's like the Mega Stone box kit or something, but you get all three of these and it's only around 50 bucks. And these things are just awesome. They're going to last you forever. They're super strong. They hold a lot of stuff. And then, like I said, you got one that's going to hold jigging wraps. I mean, come on now. Everybody needs one of those. And then obviously, it's nice to have, even just if you just got the big one. I mean, you can hold so many in this thing. But it's also nice because these things, it's way better to have one of these in your bucket to carry around ice fishing than it is a whole bunch of little boxes or a lot of other stuff like that. These things just make it way nicer. You can see your stuff in there. You can pull it out and know right away, boom, I want my orange one. And you're just ready to grab it. And it's nice. They're really nice. So, yeah, I left the link on here. Make sure you go to that Nicole Stone Outdoors and check it out. It's really good. Outdoor grocery shopping. Heck yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I love it, man. I couldn't go without trapping. That's my jam. It's like Christmas every day. I've heard from a lot of people, man, that mountain lion's really, really good. The gills are always biting, buddy. They're always biting. The only difference is this time of year, especially because of how hot it is, those gills, the sunfish are still going to be up in the shallows. You're going to find sunfish around the lily pads and stuff. The gills, on the other hand, the big gills especially, are going to be suspended. You're going to have to go out, use some electronics if you got them. If you don't have them, just go out and try to find them. Cast a bunch and find them. But they're going to be off the edge of the drop offs. They're going to be near deep water structure. If you can find a sunken island out in the water, maybe say you're in 20 feet of water and you got a weed bed that comes up a little ways, they're going to be all over that. So, yeah, you got to get out and find them. Bobcat tenderloins. Oh, I'll get on it one day. Yeah, that's true, sunfish. Yeah, especially egg drop soup. Man, I swear to God, every time I eat it, I like it, but I swear every time I get those random little chunks of meat in there, it makes me wonder because, which I'm fine with it. They're good, but I always think it probably is. Oh, yeah, it's good stuff too. And if you've been watching my um, mushroom adventures, I do want to say this: the fork tipped coral that I've been picking, those things are so rich in taste. If you pick those babies and fry them in butter, that's all it takes, man. Oh, I'm telling you, so good. My favorite thing about them is they grow this time of year around squirrel season. Squirrel season opens in just a couple weeks too, probably 3 weeks. And when that opens, you can go out, shoot your squirrels, pick some mushrooms, boom, you got a gourmet meal right there. So it's really nice. Heck yeah, sunfish gang. Hopefully I got a sunfish hanging on the wall there for you next time. I'm working on it. Hey there, Terry. How you been, buddy? Yeah, I need to do a video on them too, Luke. I didn't know about them until it's probably been 5 or 6 years that I learned about them. But there are freshwater jellyfish in Michigan. They've been around a long time. They're a whole different species. Mostly downstate and on the west side of the state. There's only a few lakes really that have them, but I want to do a video. I got to go find some and do a video with them. A friend of mine that I've been talking with, she does a lot of research and stuff with those. So yeah, they're very neat. Oh, that's cool, sunfish. Yours are probably bigger than ours, though. I bet you they sting. Right. Oh, jellyfish mount. I can see Gemma eating that pretty quick. Just think it was a big old booger. What, you come and say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? I'm going to back up so you can't break things tonight. Oh. Say hi and apologize to everybody for last week's shenanigans. Huh? You going to apologize, baby girl? Yeah, Newego. Yep. In fact, that's where my friend lives that does the studying of them. That's funny. Hey, Jen says hi. Jen says hi to you. You got to see her today. Yeah, she's your buddy. Yeah. But yeah, she did too, actually, Jen. She was good. Yeah. When I got in today, she didn't get out, so that was a plus. Because she did get out the other day and she ruined things way more than ever. But oh, thank you, Woods woman. She's beautiful. She's a good girl. She really is. It was funny too today. Instead of running out. In fact, was it Ruby that knocked you down, Jen, or was it a mixture of those two? Because I know Gemma was trying to be careful. It was funny. She was like doing. She acted like she did with the kids. Actually, she was kind of rolling at you, and it was cute. Oh, that's really cool, sunfish. Are they good eating? Are they edible? I was pretty happy about it, Jen, because I'm always stressed out about her with that. So Nick Mucker, Gemma, $40, Gemma. Say no, I'm worth hundreds. I'm worth a whole bunch. Oh, it was Ruby. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I didn't see it all. I just seen you go down. I was like, oh no. Yeah, Ruby's a lover though. Sniff out the mushrooms. I know she'd probably try to eat every one of them. Oh, that's cool, sunfish. What color? I'm really, I'd never had a lab before, but I gotta say, they are a special dog. Um, I wasn't ready for, I'll tell you this right now. I thought that the hound was a crazy breed, and I thought she was as wild as it got. But labs, that's a whole different story, man. There's energy there that I just never knew, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, she causes some issues, but she's a puppy, and yeah, I love her to death. So yeah, yep, gotta love them. Yep, Dudley. That's another thing too. I didn't know anything about Dudleys till I got her. When I realized she was a Dudley, I'm like, oh, and she's just a sweetheart. She's so friendly. Oh, geez. I wish I would have been filming that. I hate to say it, Jen, but that would have been funny. I bet she was probably like a freight train coming at you there. Oh no, that's crazy. Yeah, Ruby took Jen out today. Oh, yeah, Ruby's good about that. She puts those paws right in the old gems. That yeah, I like them like that too, John. The one year I did a video on it. I think it was 2 years ago. I tried to make chili out of it, and it was really good. I did screw up in the fact that I should have deboned it all, because instead I just threw the legs in there and stuff and let it cook up, and that's just too much of a hassle. I'm gonna start deboning all my squirrel because those dang bones in there are so small that it's just a pain in the butt. So I don't recommend that, but it was good. I'm gonna do it again this year. Squirrel chili is really good. So I recommend trying that. Yeah, that's about it too. They're pretty crazy. Oh boy. Oh, the pups are fun though. Yeah, the energy and she's got anxiety too. She's so attached to me. That's why every night, you guys can't see her, but every night that I'm on here, she is right here on the floor between my legs. She sleeps. She's literally out. And I can't go to the bathroom without her. She breaks the door in and she'll lay on my feet there too. But I it's a love that I can't I just love it. It's nice to come home and have dogs that want to just don't want to they want to be around me 24/7, and I love that. It's nice to feel love. So uh Asian mud crab. Oh, okay, little bitty ones. That'd be fun though, man. I am dying to get down in the ocean. I think it was Robin that I told the other day. Maybe it might have been Robin, or I think I told Rick, but I did have a bad nightmare the other day. You guys know how bad I want to get down and see the ocean and just experience that kind of stuff. But I had a nightmare that I was dying, and that seemed to be the only thing that was in my mind, was that I would never see the ocean. So it's really kicking me now in the butt, because I'm just worrying and thinking about how bad I want to see it. So yeah, I gotta try and I just want to play with crabs and see gators and all that good stuff. So, hey there, James, how you doing? From Nebraska, very nice. Yeah, tree rats are great, man. How many species you got in Nebraska? Probably would be a good bait. Oh, that's good, woodswoman. Yeah, they are. Yep, better than people any day, for sure. Oh, yeah, very nice, John. That would be good. Oh, German Shepherd Lab. Okay. Nice. Does it have the lab colors more, or the German Shepherd colors? Okay, I told you. Okay, I thought I did. Yeah. And it's weird. Since that dream, it's just keeps hitting me. I think about it daily now. Oh yeah. It it's yeah, it'll drive you crazy, but it's just something you can't beat. It's great. Okay, I'll check it out, Sunfish. I got to see them. I love puppies. Deboned squirrel, can of cream chicken, and egg noodles. Nice. So it's like a chicken soup, basically. I'm gonna try that. I love egg noodles too. Thanks for that, Jen. If you guys didn't see that, make sure you try it out. Squirrel recipe: deboned squirrel, can of cream of chicken, and some egg noodles in a crock pot. I haven't done enough fishing, Robert. I'm behind on it now. Codependent shepherds. Oh, you got two? Okay. We got fox squirrels, we got red squirrels, which some people mix them up, but they're different. Fox squirrels are really big, red squirrels are tiny, also called a pine squirrel. We also have, the blacks and grays, which are supposedly the same animal, they're just color phases, and those are our squirrels. So we got blacks, grays, reds, and foxes. So that's good though. I'm glad you're good, buddy. Oh, no way. A gator in the irrigation ditch in Michigan? You got a pit bull lab? Oh, man, that'd be fun. You're lucky. Velcro dog. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat the companionship. It's great. It sure sounds yummy. Definitely, Jen. My mom, she used to make some pork like that. She would cut up some pork and make it like that. So I can kind of imagine how it would be, because squirrels kind of like pork. So no, that's cool, Nathan. Oh, It does, yeah. I can't wait. I might even, who knows, Jen, opening day this year, maybe I'll do that. Thanks to you, I'll use that method. Wow, Rodney, that's wild. Somebody's pet they must have let go. That would have been pretty awesome. I've heard that too, Luke. It's funny you say that because I've had people not even that far down south. It seems like down south is just not a thing. There's a lot of people that don't know what black squirrels and don't even think they're a real thing. So yeah, fox squirrels usually are. Yep, I think it's dependent too on what they eat for the most part and how they live and everything. Fox squirrels are kind of their own little monster. I like them. It's hard to shoot them at times because they're just I don't know, they're kind of a goofy squirrel. Most of the ones I have around here is farm fed ones. They got jowls. They're big, fat, and they come out of nowhere to sit and look at you. So a lot of times I can't even shoot them. But yeah, fox squirrels they're my favorite. They're a big, meaty squirrel. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, James. Myrtle Beach or any of that. I don't even any part of the ocean, I'd be happy. I just want to get down and see it and get a line in the water. And I want to I've said it so many times on here, it's probably getting old to you guys, but I want to put all my techniques to the test in the ocean because I know I can just tear it up. I know I could. Yeah, reds are pretty good. Yep. Yep. They are. I don't know. I think they're a little tougher, but they are good. Maybe because I don't know, they overcook too easy, probably. That's probably my problem. But yeah, you are right on that, though, guys. If you didn't know this, John just mentioned it. Red squirrels, you do have to know the difference. Don't shoot fox squirrels year round, but red squirrels are small. You can shoot them things year round in Michigan. They are a nuisance animal for a few different reasons. I just told I told Rob about this yesterday. They will actually castrate the other squirrels. Not a joke. It's true. They go out, they will chase after fox squirrels and black squirrels and grays, and they will literally grab the nuts and try to rip them. I mean, the bigger variety of squirrels are so afraid of a red squirrel. You'll see them chasing them down so many times. The red squirrels chasing the bigger squirrels, and it's because they're so territorial. Even though they're a little bitty squirrel, it's like they got Chihuahua syndrome, and they will just go out and attack these bigger squirrels. So the big squirrels are extremely afraid of them. Also, just like Luke just said right there, egg stealer. They'll go in, they raid nest, not because they like them, but I mean they'll just raid the nest in general. Just again, territorial. They don't like things in their area. They'll kill baby birds. I've seen. I was sitting one day eating with my family. Baby birds were getting thrown out of a nest, and I look up and it's a freaking red squirrel. So yeah, red squirrels are yeah, they're not good. And also the third reason that they're open year round. Thank you for that, Rodney. Say exactly what I was going to say. The addicts, they are addicted to wiring. Don't worry so much if you've got black squirrels, gray squirrels, especially a fox squirrel. He ain't going to care if you got wiring. But red squirrels, there's something about them. They're attracted to your electrical. So they are bad. They will chew up your wiring. They tear up your insulation. They will destroy everything in your attic. So they eat the holes. They'll eat a hole in the side of your house to get up and in there. Yeah, really bad. Yeah, I've noticed in the city, it's kind of weird, Nathan, that you mentioned that. I've noticed in the city there's a lot of fox squirrels, which is something I would have thought there'd be more of the, blacks and grays in the city than fox, because I always thought to me that they were like a way backwoods squirrel, because usually, at least growing up when I seen them, they were deep in the woods, but no, there's a lot of fox squirrels in the city. Even when I went to school up in the UP at Lake Superior State, the campus grounds was covered in fox squirrels. They were everywhere. It's crazy, Brandon. I will never pass one up, Luke. That's for sure. That's for sure. They are horrible. Yep, the fox squirrels, yeah, they need their woods and stuff. Oh, I can't wait, Kurt. I'm gonna be doing a Drunken Dizzy. Thanks for mentioning that again. I'm gonna be doing a Drunken Dizzy advertisement video here soon, just to show you guys. Please, if you haven't yet, I really think you guys should do this. Go through my old ice fishing videos, watch some of my older stuff. You will be amazed because my first year of doing this on YouTube, all I used that year was my Drunken Dizzy jigs. That is it. I was jigging these things with I put a wax worm on the one treble hook or a minnow head. This year I'm going to be using just plastics to show you that they work. Freedom bait plastics on these babies. But I'm telling you right now, Drunken Dizzy jigging spoons work just as good, if not better, than any other jigging spoon out there. A buckshot or anything like that. Give them a shot. They're amazing. You go to my website, they're cheaper than if you bought a buckshot or anything like that. I got 45 different brands right now, and I'm going to have probably 100 by the end. So yeah, make sure you get on there and check them out. I'm probably going to run a sale next month. September is my birthday month, so I've thought about running a big sale throughout the month of September, just as like a get ready for winter, little birthday sale. So, all right, have a good night, Robert. Thanks for getting on, brother. Thanks, Rodney. You have a good night too. Have a good week. Appreciate it. Oh, you're welcome, Jen. Thank you for coming over. And like I said, guys, van should be fixed tomorrow. Tip top shape. Let's hope it's ready to rock and roll because I want to get out fishing. I want to start fishing a lot more. So I got to get you guys a bunch of videos. Absolutely, Luke. Yep. I could show if anybody wanted to second guess me, I could show you the packaging. It is shark proof. This is what they like I said, I paid $10 for a little bitty 5-meter spool of this stuff. It's crazy. So yeah, totally shark proof. You are not going to lose a pike. Nothing can bite those off. So yep. Yeah, I hope I get to, James. I really hope I get to. It'd be nice. Well, I am off for the night. I'm going to tie up a bunch of pig pounders. I want to mention this too because I say I got 45 of you watching right now. The pig pounders from now on are going to be tied with 20-pound test instead of 10. I was getting some complaints about the pike and everything. So 20-pound I'm tying them with now, just so you know. So I'm working at it. Trying to make all of you happy. It's tough, but I'm working at it. So I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for everybody getting on here. I appreciate every one of you. This week, again, I'm going to try my butt off to get some fishing in. I'm just waiting on the dang van to be good to go. I need to trust it. So, again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all, and I'll chat with you next Sunday.